Hmm? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Most High God, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth its fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. No, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Most High God knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Big love, big respect. Guys, how are you doing? How is everyone doing? Guys, as you come on, please like the live, please. So I'm going to put my new glasses on. I got my new glasses yesterday. They're so pretty. Brand new. This is what the case look like. Specsavers. Thank you for liking. So Charlie Knights. Let me put my glasses. Brand new spectacles from Specsaver. Greetings, good morning, guys. How are we faring? We are not going to do the writing channel challenge tonight because I didn't prepare for it, and the last time it didn't amount to much. So I'm just going to leave it out for tonight and just have some vibe with you guys. So last night I went to this poetry thing. I did some of my older poets, because over the years I move on from them ones. But those ones that I said in the thing, they are published. So I said them last night, and it was good. Greetings, good morning. And we have APVW video, airplane, Hunter. how are you doing? Charlie Knight, keep trying. Of course, I am not giving up. How are you, Logan? I'm good. How are you, my love? Go play sub. What's sub? How are you? Yes, I am good. Give thanks and praises to the Most High God. I'm good, man. I am so good. You can't even imagine how good I am. No worries at all. Yes, I am very, very, very good. How are you guys doing? Charlie Knights. How are you guys doing? Thank you for liking the live. Yes. So we just read something from the good book. As it says, the other night I started with my I told you about a book over by Amazon, and it's about the 12 laws of the multiverse. This one that we are living in, yes? I read the first chapter on here, so I'm going to go into the second chapter, which is the second law of the vibration of the multiverse, and it's the law of vibration. That's what it is. Greetings, good morning. Yes? So tonight it's all about learning. We learned something because every day I learn something I've never learned before. Every day I saw things I've never seen before. I write things that I've not written before. Yes? And I'm doing things that I've not done before. So there's no harm in doing harm. As we say, we drop the H, but there's no harm in doing and learning something new. So I'll tell you, it says the second law of the universe that combines everybody, that interconnected us. And we must know them because they are of importance. Some people never heard of the laws of the multiverse, but like you go to Jamaica and you have a law there, and you come to England here and there's a law that we must abide, and you go to America and there's a law, then the universe or the multiverse has its own law that we must abide by. So the president in America have to abide by this universal law if he will pay the consequences. The government in England and Jamaica, they have to abide by it unless they will pay the penalty for it or the consequence. So the second law is the law of vibration. Guys, it's about 48 of these laws, give or take. It's about 48 of them. But there are 12 common ones that's relevant to us. So we must all know them. So it says everything has a unique vibration or a frequency. That's what we're on about. Good, thanks. That's good, Logan. I'm happy you're good. Trying to position this camera here, guys. Just bear with me a little bit. And I don't want to mess about with it too much. Then it's go pear-shaped. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. The Most High God bless you everywhere you are. You say bless, I say be more. I be more you and give you peace and grace. Yes, and I hope you are well with your family combined. This is Jason 38. How you doing, Jason? I'm happy you're here. Thank you. So it says every creature, every inanimate object, every thought, feeling, and desire has its own unique vibration. Science has proven this is the physical world. The frequency of solids is lower than that of liquids and gases. Similarly, the colors we see are only different frequencies of light. Red has the lowest frequency and violet has the highest frequency. The same concept applies to thoughts and feelings. Emotional vibrations such as love, joy, and gratitude have a higher frequency than pain, despair, and anger. Yes? So whatever you feel, that's your frequency. So if it's love, it's on the high frequency. If it's emotion, if it's joy, you have it on the highest frequency. Gratitude is way up there as well. But when you feel pain and you are in despair and angry, you're on the lowest vibrational frequency. Yeah. So good vibes only. Have you ever heard someone say, I have a strange feeling? Or I have a good feeling about it? This is the law of vibration at work. Yes? Since we ourselves are vibrational creatures, we can intuitively feel the vibrations of other people and situations. Traditionally, we have not been taught to use our intuition, but if we listen carefully, we already have a lot of knowledge inside. The trick is to learn to use this intuition. So we always say everybody have this intuitive sense. But you have to listen. You have to listen to it and you will hear it. Yes? You can have the good vibes feeling and you can have the bad one. Let's say, for instance, I'm going to town. I have to feel some form of way about going to town. So if I said I'm going to town and my vibration lifts, I feel happy about it, I feel good about going to town, it means I can go to town. But sometimes I want to do things, and if I said I'm going to probably drive somewhere, and if my vibration feels low, I know I must not go that minute because something might go wrong. So that's the frequency, guys. We all have the intuition. We just have to listen to our inner self. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So as I said, when you if you wake up in the morning and you have low frequency, of course you can work on it. But sometimes you need to just rest and leave, let it be. Just let that, whatever you're feeling, just let it be. Or sometimes you can work on it and change it. Like being grateful. Gratitude is a good one to raise your vibration. When you wake up, if you feel low and drained and lack of energy, you just give gratitude. Give praise to the day. I like to give my gratitude to the sunshine when it comes, even if I don't see it. Because this morning, when I looked through the window, there was no sun. But I said, grand uprising to the sun. And I said, I know you're not there. I know exactly where to look for it when I look through my windows in the morning. But I said, I know you're not there, but I'm expecting you to be there. So I give my gratitude to it. And guys, would you believe it lifts my frequency? And this is something I do religiously. Every morning I do the same thing religiously. So my vibration is lifted. Yeah. So if you want to know where you are vibrating at any given moment, there's an easy way to find it. What are you thinking? Depends, because your thinking can lower your vibration. If you are thinking negative things or thinking about suffering or thinking about poverty or thinking about all these things, they bring low frequency pain. Those bring low frequency to you. But if you wake up and you're thinking about joy and love and peace and happiness and richness of life, not money, richness of life, and you're thinking about wealth in your health, those will lift your vibration and make you want to do and to go on. How do you feel? That's part of it. That can either kill your vibration or your energy vibration or lift it frequency. Yeah. What is happening around you? When you are in a low vibration state, you will experience stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, and anger. So that's what comes with the low frequency. So you have to change that. That's why we use affirmation, because affirmation will go against the tide. Whatever you're feeling that's not right, you have to use the affirmation to say, I am well. I give myself permission to be well. I am. Yeah? You are short of people, and it is usually unpleasant to be around you. So that's when you get the low frequency. Stress, anxiety, depression, sadness, and anger. When you have a high vibration, you will feel relaxed, optimistic, eager, and grateful. Guys, I cannot stress enough on gratitude, because gratitude always will lift you to the next level, whatever you're going through. In this space, things tend to take their course. As soon as you walk down the stairs, the subway arrives, strangers smile at you, and life feels good. Of course, bad things will happen and we will respond in accordance with the procedures, but we can always choose our response. You go into work in the morning, the people you meet at work, you say good morning. Those things will break the ice and also lift your vibration. It is understandable to yell at the person who cut you off, but it is a low vibration response. Taking a deep breath, choosing a different reaction, and then letting go is a higher vibration choice. No, so yesterday I went to pick up my glasses. This glasses here, it's a new one. I went to pick it up in Birmingham. And guys, I tell you, I drove my daughter's car, and it was a little bit chaotic. And I find myself sometimes I swear in the car. I was like, "What the wait, don't," that rage sometimes. But it was low vibration because I even corrected myself and I said, all you need to do is just ignore it, just because that person is in his car, I'm in my car, so just ignore it. But sometimes ignore is not our first response. Yes, I am focusing on going, getting into Birmingham to pick up the glasses. And then I said I was going to look into the Clark shop and some other places and get some fish that I cooked last night, some egg fish and some green banana. So I was so focused, but then, when you go on these roads, man, so it was a mix, and this person cutting in, and sometimes they just rile you up the wrong way. And I shouted. Nobody hear me. I was in the car, but after, and I feel so bad. So after that, I just go like this. And I said, but I didn't need to even say anything. Just, I didn't need to say a word. Just propel. Just carry on. Just go, because I am doing the right thing. I'm holding my lane. I am overtake when it is necessary or when I need to go a little faster. But these things happen. But we must remember to not entertain the low vibration, because that is not good for none of us. But again, we are human, so we will make all these kind of mistakes, and these kind of things keep happening. You get it? Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the live. Yes. Big love, big respect, big manners. And if you like, you can subscribe. Thank you. Oh my, Hussein, say hi. Thank you. So we are talking about the law of the universe, which is 12 of them. I'm on the second one. And the second one is, the first one was the law of divine oneness. We are all interconnected. The second one is the law of vibration. That's the one I'm on now. So the book is giving advice as well. The book said, pay attention to your intuitive vibrations in the situation. So that's what I recall that while I was driving. I recall this intuitive vibration in that situation. And I was paying attention to the vibrations I am generating through thoughts and my actions. You get it? So I corrected it, and the rest of the journey, the rest of the journey was smooth sailing, and I crossed over and I went about my business. I went to town, I pick up my glasses, and then I get to do what I was doing, and then I came back home. According to the law of vibration, every particle in the universe is constantly in motion and constantly carrying energy. This applies to the huge parts of the universe, such as planets and, what are you saying? Stars. However, it also applies to the chair under you or the table where your computer is sitting. So I'm sitting here at my desk, and my computer is here and my thingy. And all of them is vibrating, because this is the law of vibration. Everything around you, every single thing is vibrating. The books here on my desk is vibrating. The seat under me is vibrating, because we're talking about the law of vibration. So what is vibration about? Vibration, the chair is not vibrating. It is vibrating. You If you sit still, you will hear it. It is vibrating, or you will feel it. I'm talking about the laws of the multiverse. So it is, don't quote me on it, guys, but I think it's about 48 laws. The last time I looked on it, I read it and did some video on it. It was a few years. So it's about 48, 38, 48 something laws of the multiverse. No, so if we go to Africa, Africa has their own law as a country or a continent. England has its own law, territorial. Jamaica has its own law. USA have its own law. India and Pakistan has their own law. As the rest of the world, every country, continent has their own law. Likewise, the multiverse. You say universe, I say multiverse. The multiverse has its own law that we must abide under. Even if you don't know or you're not realizing it, you still have to abide by it. Yes? So let me tell you the 12 that's about. So the first one is the law of divine oneness. That's the first law of the multiverse. You must love your brother even if you're a different mother. Love your parents, love your brother, love every human being on the planet, because we are all interconnected, and it's the law of divine oneness. We are one. If you're black, if you're blue, if you're purple, if you're white, if you're pink, we are one. So we must all be interconnected. If you feel a pain, I must feel the same pain. If you are hurting, I must be hurting. If you are happy, I must be happy. That's the interconnectedness with all in this multiverse. The second one, which we are on now, is the law of vibration. I'm telling this to Osen because he says, what is vibration? What about vibration? So it's the second law of the multiverse, yes? Then you have the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, the law of action, the law of cause and effect, the law of compensation, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of relativity, and the law of polarity. All these guys, I will go through them. The law of rhythm and the law of gender. Yeah? So let's get back to the law of vibration. That's where I'm at. If your goal is to live a more productive and fulfilling life, consider how you could increase your energy frequency. Yes? So the laws of the universe or the multiverse is here for us to abide by. You must navigate them. You must live according. You must live your life in alignment according to the law of the multiverse. You get it? So it says, if your goal is to live a more productive life, you're probably going to be more productive than your brother, than your sister, or be more productive than the rest of the world. Your goal is to live a more productive and fulfilling life. Consider how you should increase your energy frequency. So you have to increase that frequency. So don't sit down and cry every day for pain. Don't sit down and drag your feet. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Just get up and do. Just get up and do what you have to do. Do what you have to do because you want to be productive. At the micro level, everything is in constant motion. Everything we do, whether seen or unseen, is in constant motion. I am sitting here, I'm in constant motion. When we're sleeping, we're vibrating, but we don't know because we're sleeping. Vibrating at a specific frequency. This applies not only to objects but also to personal frequency. So even though I'm sitting here, I'm sitting still, my mind is flashing all about. My mind is in Jamaica thinking about people. My mind is here thinking about people. I'm here thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking, my mind is thinking about tomorrow, even though tomorrow is not promised to anyone. But my mind is all about the place. And that's the frequency. So you can lower that frequency by just thinking positive things. Don't think about the suffering. Don't think about the hunger. Don't think about lack of money. Don't think about, just think high frequency. Just think I am rich. Don't think I'm poor. Think I am rich. So you change that frequency vibration. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the live. Yes? So then it says, this law says that our vibration frequency can provide information for our life experience. For example, you may receive money, but you may not be able to hold it. Because in vibration, you may be operating at a lower level. So if your frequency level is low, you probably receive the money, but you can't touch it, you can't hold it, you can't handle it because your vibration is too low to handle it, to manage it. Because having money is one, but managing it is two. You get it? So because in vibration, you may be operating at a lower level. If you feel the need to increase the frequency, there are many good exercises. This includes yoga, sound bath, and chakra works. Yes? So all these things will raise your frequency. Get up your bathe. Put jasmine in there. Put lang lang. Put eucalyptus oil in your bath, and that also will lift your frequency. Walk out into nature, whether it's cold or warm, that will also lift your frequency. Things you do personally for your personal upliftment will lift your frequency and help you to vibrate at a higher level. Everything in the multiverse has a frequency and vibration. Every single thing. The car down the road, the cat down the road, the dog over there, so the birds that fly, everything, the leaves, the trees, everything in the multiverse has that vibration frequency. Nothing will stop because everything is always pushing or pull towards something. In addition, like vibrations, elements attract each other. So to use this rule to attract your desires, you must match your vibration with the vibration of what you want. You get it? Let me see. Guys, let me see what's popping here. What is vibrational that about? So I explained to us saying what the vibration is and how you can lift it up. The chair is not vibrating. Vibrating means a noise. No. Silent. You have the vibration with noise, like when your phone vibrates, and you have the silent vibration that you don't know. Blessings, Sister Dina McLaren. Yes, my love, big love. How you doing? How are you? Thank you for being here. Tom Lynch said it's on the chair's particles will be vibrating. Yes, your brain is vibrating. Your blood is vibrating because it's moving. You get it? So this is what it does. So we just talk about everything is pushing and pulling. So to use this rule to attract your desire, you must match your vibration with the vibration of what you want. Move to it, because everything is pushing and pulling in this multiverse and is vibrating. Yes? Have you ever heard they said likes attract likes? So you must go where it is. If you sit down in a poverty-stricken, poor company, then that's what you're going to attract. But if you get up and put yourself into the rich and the wealthy, that's what you're going to attract. So likes attract likes. Thank you, guys. Big love, big respect. So that's it. That was the second chapter in the law of the multiverse. So we've covered, the last time I was here, I covered the law of divine oneness, that we are interconnected, and I've done now the law of vibration. So because it's early days, I'm only 30 minutes in, I'm going to cover number 3. And number 3 says the law of attraction. No, I was saying it's about 48 of them. They are relatives. They are good because they are the laws, but humans or whosoever control the ruling of this world, they pick 3. They gave us 12. They gave us 12, but it's 48. But everybody focusing on the first 12. So this law of attraction from the 12 laws of the multiverse, 3/4 of the multiverse here, they focus on the law of attraction, because everybody want to attract wealth, attract love, and everything else what they want, but they don't want to be bothered with the rest of the law of the multiverse. So the most people lean to the law of attraction because of what they want. But there's no way you can just take. There is no taking without giving. You have to give and then you take. Some people want to take first and then they give. It's not like that. You must give and take. So to give and take, you have to be working or be in conjunction with the other rest of the laws. So the law of attraction says, what is like unto itself is drawn. So I always say to you guys, there's a thing called ambition. Not everybody have ambition. Not everybody born with ambition, but ambition is something that you can attract. You can attract it because if you're moving with a group of people and everybody is productive and working and making their money and buying nice house and buying nice things, you can adapt that ambition. Because everybody, you cannot, instead of sitting down and being jealous and think, oh my God, poor me, look at me. Oh, she bought another new car, she bought another house, and look at me. You can adapt the ambition and you can achieve whatever you will. So you don't have to be looking at people and thinking, oh, that person has that person. You can attract it. You can get that ambition and make good of yourself. So it says, going back to the law of vibration, we know that everything has a unique vibration. The law of attraction says that vibrations of the same frequency attract each other. Higher frequency thoughts attracts more of the same things, just as low frequency thoughts attract more of the same things. When you can keep the vibration high, you will notice that things seems to go your way naturally, and things that usually disturb you don't seem to matter. You get it? So in terms of the attracting of things, you have to be at the right place at the right time in the right company. Yes? You have to be where everybody's flying their flag so that you can fly yours. But if you down here, so where everybody folding their arms and not doing anything, that's what you're going to attract. Okay, let me move it on. We are in the law of attraction here. And it says why it doesn't work. Most people like to use the law of attraction to attract things into their lives. You get the difference? A partner, a better job, more money, etc. That's what people using the law of attraction for their own benefit. No, this sometimes succeeds, but usually it won't. If it was, we would all be living in our dream home and be satisfied with our bodies. But we are not. There are many reasons why people do not find the result from the traditional teaching of the law of attraction. One reason is that they do not realize that there are 11 other laws that could be considered for working with the law, with this law. Another reason is that they do not match the frequency of their desires. It is not enough to want it. You need to merge the frequencies you want. So it's not just going to sit down and think that you're just going to pick the law of attraction from the other 11 laws. They are a combination. There's like and that and that. So they are all together. You must mix them. You must adhere to all the 12 laws that we are working with. Yeah? And that will bring whatever you desire. But if you are going to desire something and you're not working towards it, and you don't have the frequency, you're dragging your feet when you need to hurry up, to hurry. You're procrastinating sitting down when you need to get up. So all these things has to be interconnected. Awesomer for awesome. Said hi. Greetings, my love. Jeremy the cute cat say hi. How are you? Tomlin says that I read that. Greetings, big love, big respect, big manners. Yes. So we get what we vibe, not what we ask for. So you can't just ask the multiverse to bless you with a house or a car. So you have to vibe for it. And vibe mean action. It mean work. It mean go for it. Do the things that will help you to achieve it. You get it? So you can't just come and like you go to your mom and said, "Oh, mom, I want £1,000." No. And your mom might just give you the £1,000 without you working for it or vibing for it. You have to have that frequency. You get it? I'm sure you all know someone who feels deeply this way. Brad wants to attract his dream lover, but he complains that all the good people have already been taken. So if you want a partner and you are complaining that, oh my God, these girls, they're not good, oh my God, all the good girls are taken, are you saying all the good men are gone, then how are you going to attract it? Because if you're that's being negative. You want lover, you want to find a partner, but you are saying they are no good, they are gone. So then you're not going to attract anything. So guys, you have to know what you're saying and what you're doing. And that dating apps are a waste of time. This is funny. You can't say these things if whatever you want to attract. You can't say, "Oh my God, this dating app, that's too much waste of time." You can't, because you're looking for attraction yourself. Yes. So Brad's suspicion is at odds with the frequency of the love he seeks. Contrary to abundance and love, it exudes a vibration of scarcity and frustration. So if you are frustrated, if you have frustration in your heavens, you can't vibrate nothing. Your frequency is going to be there because you're frustrated. So your frequency is going to be there below sea level. So you have to stop doing all these things. What he needs to do is to clean up his own personal energy around the theme of love and keep his thoughts and actions aligned with it. Keep your thoughts and your action aligned with your desire. That's what you need to do. No, this does not mean that he should pretend that he is not depressed. I suggest he should find a way to truly change his path from frustration to love. I love these teachings. I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm learning from it. I'm teaching it. Yeah? So this is what we do. So the advice here, it says you are a magnet. Always. We are always magnets if we want to be. And your experience is the embodiment of the energy you release, consciously or unconsciously. Look around and realize that you're attracting the real environment you live in at the moment. You guys, I hope you're getting it, because honest to God, I can see myself learning from this too, because we are not perfect and I have things I need to clean up myself. I need to clean up my personal, whatever you call it here, energy. My energy around me need cleaning as well. And this is something that we have to do oh my God, constantly. It's not a one-off thing. You clean it up now and then you don't clean it up again. It is something that you have to do consistently. Ever so often, you have to clean up the energy around you and release the old and invite the new and the attraction and the high frequency. As you know, the law of attraction tells us that like attracts like. So in order to have the things you want in life, you have to figure out how to vibrate at the same frequency as the things you desire. The more general lesson here is that being positive, proactive, and loving will bring more of the same thing to your life. At the same time, pessimism, fear, and lethargy will cause you to have more negative experiences in all aspects of your life. Yes? Even today, by choosing to live more positively, you are already using the law of attraction to create a better life for yourself. Guys, I am embodying it. I am attracting what I'm telling you right now. I am attracting the frequency that I'm giving to you right now. There is no doubt that the most talked about universal law, the law of, I told you, the law of attraction is often used in manifestation because everybody wants the dream house, the dream boyfriend, the dream husband, the dream car, the dream money. So this one is used more than every other one. I would say oftentimes people neglected the first one, which is the law of divine oneness. They neglect it because everybody want to manifest, want to attract without the frequency, and it doesn't work like that. It says that like attracts like, and you will get what you focus on. Not only that, you must also believe that what you are looking for is possible, similar to the law of vibration in this way. The important thing is to learn to vibrate at a level that attracts what you are looking for. Yes, what you are looking for. For example, if you want to love but don't give love, then you are sending a message to the universe about your priorities. If you repeat a statement but do not believe what you say, it is useless. When we focus on what we want instead of what we don't want, it will appear in our lives. So we must always focus on what we want. You get it? We are still in the law of attraction. That's where we are. Science shows that everything in the universe, multiverse, is ultimately composed of energy, vibrational frequency. Quantum physicists have proved that although matter may appear to be solid when it is broken down into the smallest components through a high power microscope, it ends up mostly in empty space with scattered energy. For us, this comes in the form of thought, the truth or fact that we care about and believe will eventually be embedded in our subconscious and become our vibration. So if we have negative blockage, this kind of vibration is emitted by us. You will see more people walking upright and stand out from the crowd. They really stand out with a positive aura, and everyone feels and wants a piece of it. This does not start from the outside. This is what you resonate internally and then resonate externally. You get the picture? This is the law of vibration in action. Many people are afraid that the bad thoughts or low vibration will destroy their lives in some way because they don't realize it. The law is not a punishment, but a very clear mirror of our self-esteem and mentality. You are surrounded by the result of decisions made in the past, and you are fully capable of making other decisions and appealing to different environments. Yes? And here we come to the end of the law of attraction. So guys, so far I have covered 3 of them. I have covered the first one of 12, which is the law of divine oneness. I have covered number 2, which is the law of vibration. And I've just covered number 3 out of 12, which is the law of attraction. Yes? I think I have time, so I'm going to cover chapter 4. So it's going to be 4 chapters of 12, and this one is the law of correspondence. Everything is corresponding. The law of correspondence. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you. Big love. Please subscribe to the channel, guys, if you like. Please, thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope it brings clarity to some people. I hope you learn something new from this. I hope you go in search of the laws of the multiverse. You must, because I like when I come here and bring something, I like somebody to go and research it and learn from it and get the understanding of it also, because it will help you. No doubt about it. So we're going to go into the law of correspondence, which is the 4th of the 12. Your inner world will determine what manifests in your outer world, it says here. As above, so below. This is one of the mantras of my life, because it is a simple reminder that what happens in my thinking patterns, beliefs, and feeling directly correspond to my perception in the physical external world. This is why it is so important to do the inner work first. The tricky part is that we must first be aware of what is going on there, because many of us are troubled by the subconsciously restrictive beliefs we have since childhood. Money vibes. Guys, we are in the law of correspondence. Big love, big respect. Let us take money as an example. We all want more money, right? But it is one of those topics that are often entangled with deep rooted restrictive beliefs. We want more money, but we never have enough money. When our neighbors announce that they would spend 50,000 on renovations, we feel jealous. Not me. I have no jealous in my bone. When our friends could afford things we couldn't afford, we would say it must be good. In all these cases, it comes from fear and lack, which is certainly not the vibrations that will attract a lot of cash. It left unchecked, these belief patterns will manifest in our external reality as things like parking tickets, overdue bills, or unexpected expenses, of course. This only reinforces beliefs and keeps the cycle going. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if you want money, you have to attract, you have your money. You have to look at yourself as money to attract money. And if you want to attract a boyfriend or a husband or a wife, you have to see yourself in that situation to attract it. Instead, we must first align ourselves with the inner vibration of abundance, and then the outer reality will begin to respond accordingly. It is certainly not easy when it's not easy when it comes to certain topics that we emphasize, but when it comes to topics with little or no resistance, things change surprisingly fast. Many of us are unaware of our restrictive beliefs and the restraint in our vibrations. This is why meditation is very important to help you clear and calm your mind. Big love, guys, big respect. So, the advice in this learning here, if you want to change your external environment, you must do the inner work first. That's the advice. Stand still, clarify, and watch your situation begin to change as above, so below. The law of correspondence is directly related to the fundamental law of divine oneness. They are all related. The key idea here is that patterns repeat themselves throughout the universe, and prominent patterns repeat themselves on small scales too. For example, think of a popular examples of spiral patterns that have reappeared in many parts of the galaxy. Look for patterns in your own life and your thinking and see how they repeat themselves. In other parts of the world, when doing so, consider the types of schema changes you might make and how they will lead to large scale changes. Schema, the word is. This law states that patterns are repeated throughout the multiverse, and on a personal level, our reality is a mirror of what is happening inside us, and at that moment, think as above, so below, as within, so without. So I like to say the only way out is in. So, like for instance, guys, the other day when I was sick, my sickness was not the outward, it was in. I have to go in to come out with the healing. You understand? I have to go in, I have to tap in to see what was going on and to bring it out. So the only way out is in. I hope that makes sense. This law states that patterns are repeated throughout the multiverse, and on a personal level, our reality is a mirror of what is happening inside us at the moment. Think as above, so below, as within, so without. Big love, big respect, guys. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for your support. You're amazing. What is the mantra for this law? It happened for you, not to you. It happened for you, not to you. If our lives are chaotic and terrible, it is because we have chaos and fear inside. If our life seems calm and grounded, it is because we feel inner peace. In any worrying situation, it is advisable to ask the situation to show you aspects of yourself and areas that requires internal healing. Most people have heard the old adage that our external world is just a reflection of what is happening inside of us. Well, this is the meaning of the law of correspondence, or reality is the result of our most dominant inner thoughts. Yes? For example, we often hear people say everything spiraled up from that event or situation. This is usually because our minds allow more negative events to occur due to thoughts deep in our minds. If our inner world is full of negative thoughts, then our outer world will become a reflection of our inner thoughts. Hope it makes sense. But how do we turn our inner thoughts into positive thoughts that attract positive external situations? We just change our paradigm. We just change our paradigm. When you change your paradigm, most of the inner thoughts from your subconscious will change, bringing success, happiness, and positive result to your life. So you have to change the scale of it. You have to make changes. I always say change is good. Yes, some people don't like change, but change is good because it will help you to go away with the old and come in with the new. So change is a good thing. The premise behind the law of correspondence is that our lives are created by the subconscious patterns that we repeat every day, which serve us or stop us. Activate this law by understanding your own patterns, which are usually passed down through family ties, and then consciously take steps to break them. We have to break them. We have to break them. For example, I was talking to one of my friends today, and I was telling her that when we were growing up with my grandmother said we grew up in a board house. But and every time storm and hurricane come to Jamaica, the house top would blow off. And my grandmother would fix it back time and time again. But she always say in her consciousness, she always say, she's not going to build a house because she's soon dead, you know? She always says she's soon died, so she's not going to build a better house than the board house we grew up in. And that wasn't a good thing. That wasn't a good thing to keep repeating. You know? So this is the same thing with this. So it's usually passed on through family ties and then consciously take steps to break them. We must constantly take steps to break them. Bailey Whitehouse. Hi, do you remember me? I remember the name Bailey, but I haven't seen you for a long time, Enid. How are you? I hope you are well. Big love, big respect. I hope you are well, my love. So we've covered 4 of the 12 laws of the multiverse. Guys, it says universe, but in my take, it's multiverse because we are many. We are many races and colors and cultures and tones and everything. Yeah? So I like to call it the multiverse. I don't know who named it universe, but it's not about you or me. It's about us. So I called it the multiverse because we are many. Yes? So I've covered the first 4 from 12, and it's the law of divine oneness. I covered it the last time I was here. Now, tonight I've covered the law of vibration, the law of attraction, and now the law of correspondence. You get it. So we've got 5 more to go, but I am going to stop it here at the law of correspondence. Big love, big respect. I'm going to stop it at the law of correspondence. Or if I should go on some more for tonight, somebody please tell me in the comments. If you want me to carry on with it, tell me in the comments. I'm learning from it as much as you, even though I've covered them before, but and I read about them before. I know about them. I read about them before, but I'm still learning new things from reading it out aloud here. So if you are enjoying it, I'll give you a minute or two to tell me. If you are enjoying it, tell me to go on with them. So we have 5 left, and I may not come tomorrow night, but Sunday night, definitely my Sunday service, I'll bring it. But guys, if you are enjoying it or learning from it, feel free to tell me to carry on. I'll carry on. Otherwise, when I come on Sunday, I'll start the law of action. That's the 5th one. The law of action. You hear my Jamaican accent in that? The law of action. Manifestation requires aligned action. That's number 5. Number 6 is the law of cause and effect. Every action has a consequence. I can't wait to cover this one. Every action has a consequence. That's number 6. Number 7 is, hold there, I'll tell you number 7. You can put that in my Sunday service. Number 7 is the law of compensation. We are rewarded for right action. So when you do the right thing, when somebody's hungry and they beg you a cup of tea and you gave it to them, you are doing the right thing. You will get compensation for it. When you look out for your brother and be your brother's keeper, you get compensation for it. Yeah? So that's the 7th one. The 8th one is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy is always moving and always changing. That's the 8th one. The 9th one is the law of relativity. It's all relative. My scarf is related to my head, to my glasses, to my nose, to my mouth, to my clothes. Yes, it's all about relative. We are all related. Everything is related. Whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not, it is relative. The other one is, number 10 is the law of polarity. There are 2 sides to everything. To me, to you, 2 sides to everything. Many times I go out and people ask me if I'm so and so. People always mistake me for other people. So we have people who we look like the same. Number 11 is the law of rhythm. Nothing is permanent. Hey, I said that all the time. Nothing on the face of this multiverse is permanent. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow. Whatever you're going through, it's only a matter of time. Time is of essence. Time will stand still and the multiverse will help you to do make up what you're doing. But time is of essence. Nothing is permanent. The sickness, the pain, the illness, the whatever you're going through, the hunger, the starvation, nothing is permanent. I am pleased to tell you. So we say don't take life serious because we're not going to come out of it alive. So just lift your vibration. If you're ill, if you're weak, if you're tired, if you're poor, just lift your vibration. Bring happiness to your life and joy and peace and love. Just bring them to your life. Lift your vibration or your frequency. And the 12th one is the law of gender. So it says manifestation requires balance of energy. Gender. Balance requires balance of energy. So that's why they said we are in one person's energy, we have female and male energy. So the male have male and female energy, the female have female and male energy. That's the law of gender. That's it for now, guys. Nobody says, "Do you remember me?" Somebody says. So nobody said they want to hear the rest of it. So we're going to stop here tonight. And I'm going to present this card to you for all of you who are listening to my voice. Live your life, live life for yourself. Remember that I'm going to close on this note. Live life for yourself, not for anybody else. Don't live your life for your children. Live it for you, yourself, because you will have to give account for your life. Yes? So next time, I'll see you on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. GMT London. And we will go straight into the law of action. That's where I'm stopping, the law of action. So I'll go straight into that on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. GMT London. Guys, big love, big respect. It was nice to come here. It was nice to see you, nice to hear you, nice to hear the correspondence, the reply, the statement, the comments. Big love, big respect, big manners. Guys, as I said, I'm getting few little things in that I need to do. I've got my books to finish and so on. So I'm relatively doing things. I'm in the vibration period. I'm vibrating high frequency as well because I have to be, my mind have to be clear to write all these things that I'm writing. So my vibration is booming. Big love, big respect. Big respect. You say bless, I say be more. May you be more and grace follows you. Big love, big respect.